One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense drags him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected.
Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the catch down the right side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Casper. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Hughes. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Smashes through the tackle. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They even things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Moore will throw. Puts it out of the air. Oh, out of space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it.
And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now You're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that now.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Dampier. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Moore to the air. Lets it fly. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the goal line. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
On the move. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brave. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On on the ground. It's Brate. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Finds his man. It's Davis. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Utes are on the move. On the run, it's Brate. Jukes his way for more. He's up to 81 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Snags it over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. In-between spot here, long field goal, can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Got a man, it's Benson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Under fire. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Bray. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bentley. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Utes want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
The Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Moore to the air. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Punt is on its way. On his way back from the 20. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here comes the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback running on the draw.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
It's a seam wide open. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on third and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. QB draw. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Headed to the end zone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Setting up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Utes line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. Lots of running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers.